You're just a cheap fucking knockoff.
Oh, no. I'm the upgrade.
Welcome to a video on how to get good at the power cactus. Perhaps a sniper more aggressive than some of the voice chat heard from Widow mains in Overwatch 2. Players who are able to master this shock mastering prickly piece of shit will be able to exploit the mech mains harder than Discord making every basic customization feature behind a paywall. Let's get started. The Power Cactus is a variant of the Cactus class who knows exactly when to commit to tomfoolery the moment they spot a Z-mech fleeing towards their teammates. Their primary weapon is essentially the same as the stock Cactus, but at a noticeably faster pace, allowing for much more aggressive plays. The weapon fires at 175 rounds per minute and has 10 ammo per clip before needing to take a lengthy 2.5 second reload. Each shot fired can deal 23 damage for a normal hit and 27.6 damage for a critical hit, though like her other elemental counterparts, her damage does suffer a bit at long range, with it going down to 18 damage for a normal hit and 21.6 for a critical hit. These initial stats alone already make Power Cactus a much more aggressive variant, not only because of her faster rate of fire, but her damage output, especially up close, can easily rival that of the stock variant. But with her being an electric variant, she also has access to chain lightning damage. If an enemy happens to be standing within close proximity of another enemy when they are shot, then they will take 15 chain damage. This can continue to an additional 5 damage if an enemy happens to exist nearby to that one, and yet another 3 if another enemy exists to the one before. This actually makes Power Cactus one of the more oppressive electric variants, since like stated before, if a Z-mech or any high health enemy chooses to exist nearby their teammates, then the Power Cactus can easily just shoot at the high health target and beat the shit out of the other enemies as well, without having to worry about accuracy in the slightest, since the chain damage will have you covered. Though one thing to keep in mind with this variant is that because of her faster rate of fire and damage drop off, Power Cactus is more oriented towards mid to close range combat, as whilst one can still snipe with her because of her damage drop off and faster rate of fire making her weapon fairly inaccurate, it is advised to get closer to the enemy as to maximize your damage output and potential opportunities to flex on those super brains players who thought that they could get an easy free kill, all because you're playing as a cactus. The optimum upgrade setup for the Power Cactus would be the ammo, reload, and damage upgrades, with the ammo and reload upgrades being especially important, as due to Power Cactus's much lower damage per clip than usual, boosting it up by a sizable portion will allow you to unload more rounds into those high health enemies more often. And the damage upgrade, for not only will it increase your direct damage output, but also the damage output of your chain lightning, allowing for even more crowd controlling bullshit. In terms of strengths, the Power Cactus's faster firing weapon and similar damage output to stock allows her to play much more aggressively. Her high chain damage output also makes her one of the most oppressive electric variants to face in the game, and also allows her to very easily deal with groups of enemies. However, like every other elemental cactus, she does suffer from damage drop-off, making her less effective at sniper-based combat. Additionally, her long reload duration and lower damage per clip does mean that missing 1 or 2 shots against certain opponents may prove to be fatal. Additionally, like every other electric variant, she relies on groups to be most effective, which runs the risk of being overrun if the situation is handled poorly. Thanks to this guide, you will now be the master of dealing with those dickheads who will only ever face against you with a pocket healer or with more than one teammate, all because they're too much of a pussy to face you by themselves. Be sure to come back for the next episodes next week. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more shit like this. Have fun.